and the Anderson Ravens. The stakes couldn't be higher today as both teams fight for final spots. Okay.
All right.
Come on.
Hey, it was good. It was really good run. Really good run.
Practice run. Practice run. We good?
Ooh.
All right, we on? I'm assuming. Are we good, Ryan?
It's the little arrow in the middle green there. It'll put up. Yes.
All right, we're good. Okay. All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Grizz TV. I am Ryan Gage. Join with me is Chet Sproles. We are your host for tonight's home finale between your Franklin Grizzlies and the Anderson Ravens. The stakes couldn't be higher today as both teams fight for the final spots in the conference tournament. Chet, tell us what stakes tonight.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan. Like you said, very impactful stakes tonight in HCAC tournament standings. The Grizzlies coming into tonight's game 4-3 in conference play, and with a win over the Ravens, they could take firm control of the fifth seed in the conference tournament and stay in contention for a possible postseason home game with a win over Hanover next week.
Yeah, so let's take a look into tonight's starting lineups. First, let's look at the Anderson Ravens. In goal, number 1, Adrienne Wires. In defense, number 9, Rebecca Fannin. Number 11, Megan Foster. Number 18, Grace Mangino. Number 24, Kylie Roberts. In the midfield for the Ravens is number 2, Hannah Thompson. Number 7, Paige Tamalo. Number 30, Emily Metzger. And in the attack for the Ravens is number 13, Lauren Brown. Number 23, Lily Casey. And number 17, Caroline Hill. Chad, who are some key players for Anderson tonight?
Yeah, tonight, I mean, all eyes are going to be on Lauren Brown. Clear scorer, senior out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. 4 goals on the season, 3 assists, 15 shots. Putting up nice offensive numbers. Going to need her to get started quick if the Ravens want to pull out a win here at Fott Stadium.
Now let's take a look at the Grizzlies lineup. In goal, number 1, the senior McKenna Mundy. The back line for Franklin is the 2 freshmen at fullback, Avery Hamilton and Courtney Leap. The center half pairing is number 12, Maddie Claybrook, and number 22, Megan Moses. The midfield 3 is number 3, Jaden Baker, number 15, Edx Bixler, number 24, Amani Kincaid. The attack for Franklin is Jetta Norris out wide with Macy Stuck, and the main central striker for the Grizzlies, number 19, Sydney Lovett. Chet, what's the Franklin lineup looking like tonight?
Yeah, once again, I hate to talk about another attacker, but Sydney Lovett has to get the Franklin offense going here early once again. And I think another key matchup we need to see is both keepers tonight, McKenna Money and Adrienne Weavers. Something that we need to talk about is offensive production on both sides. These keepers have kept a lot of shots out of goals, and what tonight is going to be is a defensive slugfest.
4 clean sheets, and all 4 of the conference wins for the Franklin team, led by McKenna Mundy in goal. It'll be a very pivotal matchup in this final home game for the Grizzlies, penultimate game of the season, heading into the conference tournament. And Franklin looking to secure the higher seeding over the Ravens. Another name to look out for the Grizzlies is Maddie Claybrook, the leading scorer, center back on those set pieces, can be a threat in the box. Saw her score on Wednesday versus Manchester. And so another big chance for the Grizzlies. Short rest, how can that affect them?
Yeah, I mean, it's a short week for them. You come out and practice every day. You got to have fresh legs. So you're going to see a lot of subs coming off the bench for most likely both teams tonight. I think something that we got to pay close attention to is the defensive line for both sides, led by Megan Moses for Franklin. They need to keep the ladies coming in fresh, and we need to have lockdown defense.
Yeah. So we're getting down to the final moments here. We'll step aside for a brief moment for the national anthem and player intros here in the stadium. Look back for kickoff in just a moment. It's so hard to slow down and care about it. Also, I just missed the last minute.
I thought that I saw that and saw the feed. It was a wide wires. Damn it. Good evening and welcome to Franklin College's Mustang for tonight's HCAC women's soccer match. From the Anderson Ravens taking on your Franklin College Grizzlies. Let's meet the starting 11s for both teams. First visitors from Anderson. In goal, number 1, Adrian Wayers. Number 2, Hannah Thompson. Number 7, Paige Jamal. Number 9, Rebecca Fannin. Number 11, Megan Foster. Number 13, Lauren Brown. Number 17, Caroline Hill. Number 18, Grace Mangino. Number 23, Lily Casey. Number 24, Kylie Robertson. Number 30, Emily Messer. Head coach of the Ravens is Jennifer Myrie. Now on your feet, fans, it's time to meet tonight's starting lineup for your Franklin College Grizzlies. Joined tonight by our Vulcans to the evening by St. Francis Premier. In goal, number 1, McKenna Mundy. Number 3, Jaden Baker. Number 12, Maddie Claybrook. Number 13, Avery Hamilton. Number 15, Addis Bixler. Number 19, Sydney Lovett. Number 20, Courtney Leaf. Number 22, Megan Moses. Number 24, Amani Kincaid. Number 29, Macy Stuck. And number 37, Jetta Norris. Head coach of the Grizzlies is Jen Jackson. Assistant coaches are Tom Harrington and Kinsey Price. Please rise for it. Stand and give your hats in honor of America with the playing of the national anthem.
Let's do this thing.
The HCAC NCAA.
We'll wait for him to be done with that.
Additionally, animals are not allowed inside Fun Stadium. Fans are recommended to sit on the bleachers behind the team benches. Thank you and enjoy tonight's game.
So player introductions and national anthem over here in the stadium. We're moments away from the first 45 in this pivotal matchup in the ACAC finale at home for the Grizzlies. Franklin looking to a return back to the ACAC tournament following their last season berth, and this will be their highest finish in a few seasons. So if, with a win today, obviously guarantee their highest finish. So big at stake here for the second-year coach Jen Jackson.
Also, big stakes heading into next week against Hanover. That it's a rivalry game. We all know that. And we could get a home postseason berth. I think that's huge for the team going into the conference tournament, especially.
Yeah, don't have the stat in front of me, but I think it's been a long time since one of their soccer teams hosted a home playoff game. So it'll be big for the school here. I know the fan base will show out as we have a decent crowd out here today. Decent amount of Franklin fans. Also Anderson traveling well. Good to see you guys coming, making the hour-and-a-half trip south. It is a idyllic fall evening. Sun is set. Starting to cool off, but it was up in the 70s all day today, so it'll be a nice day for some soccer out here at Fott Stadium.
Yeah, some great Friday Night Lights action.
Yep. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else tonight than here at Fott Stadium. Franklin will get us started off with the kickoff. Sydney Lovett at the center spot, ready to get us underway here. Wherever our center official is. There we go. Ready to go. Franklin trying to get a long ball down the left side to Jetta Norris. That pass crossfield taken away by the Ravens and a chance to break forward. See how long both teams take to settle in here.
Yeah, I was just going to bring that up exactly. Both teams kind of playing a little bit foot off the gas here, just trying to feel each other out in these first few minutes. No one really wanting to go on the attack.
Yeah, an early mistake could break this game wide open for either team, so we'll see if there's some cautious soccer being played early on, or if any team tries to really go for it, press high. Franklin looking to be pressing pretty high. Got 5 players up towards the Anderson back line. As Baker wins it back for Franklin. On this right-hand side, Caroline Hill wins it back for Anderson and tries to break forward. It goes out of play, a throw-in.
Yeah, Megan Moses does a nice job slowing that attack there.
Hamilton wins the long ball and brings it back for Franklin. Unable to keep it in the midfield as Baker. Possession with the Ravens down the left-hand side. They go, but the offside flag is up. Looks like we only have 2 refs here, so they're both kind of doing center duties and lines duty. I've never actually seen this. We only have 2 refs today.
I think they're going to have to play half the field here.
Yeah, we usually have a center ref in the middle, but they're not one today. So we'll see how the officiating is on the lines. They're both kind of tracking the offsides and calling fouls.
I think for such an impactful game in conference standings, full crew would be out there tonight.
Yeah, well, ref shortages these days. You never know. Kids, go be a ref. Need them. If you can deal with the hate. So opening minutes, neither team really getting the front forward, but here comes the Ravens driving at the Franklin back line. Getting past Bixler. Stepping into the midfield is Kincaid, making the fearless challenge and wins it back for Norris, who can break down the left-hand side now for Franklin. Norris trying to get around the fullback, Mangino, and gets it off the legs and out for a corner for Franklin. Or a throw-in, I believe. Well down into this far corner. Throw-in for Franklin. Lovett gets a step on one defender and then tries to cross into the box, but couldn't make the connection and out of play.
Yeah, tough angle in that right corner. 2 defenders around her. Couldn't make much of a move.
Got past one. The pass into the middle just couldn't have the accuracy on it to threaten the goalkeeper Wires. Bixler picks off the pass in the midfield. Trying to look forward for options. Anderson steps up and makes the challenge and drives forward at the Franklin back line. But in there, in the middle,
Megan Moses. Once again, stepping up, nice defensive stand there.
And Moses, the fearless defender for Franklin in that back line, steps up, makes this challenge. Now down the left-hand side, Kincaid tries to get around the defender, Mangino, but it gets taken out of play. Throw in for Franklin. Anderson trying to get it out of the Franklin back half. Brown now in the midfield, plays it back for Fannin, and it's out of play off Franklin.
Kincaid on that last run, you know, was slow to get up in the right corner down there, and then took a shot to the back there with that last Anderson ball.
Now Lovett goes on the dive and get called for the foul. Free kick to the Ravens. First foul called by our side/middle ref. Now Hill on this right-hand side gets the turn and tries to play it forward for Mangino, but there's Moses again stepping in and making a challenge for Franklin. Ball over the top looking for Lovett, but it's headed away by Foster. Norris unable to keep that in play for Franklin. Back for the Ravens. Moses there to intercept that pass up forward for Casey. Now fighting with Norris is Tamalo, and out of play, throw in.
Well, the Ravens are doing a really good job right now is finding options on these throw-in passes, something the Grizzlies need to start doing more of, getting some movement in there, trying to throw off a defender or two.
Throw-in is the hardest part of the game to keep possession. Over 50% of throw-ins are turned over. Now down the right-hand side is Hill trying to cross it into the back post. That one over the head of Brown, and then it's out, cleared away by Hamilton on that far side. Still not fully clear into the box, but Mundy comes out and makes a claim from the feet of Brown. Couldn't get there in time. Love it up top, trying to keep it away from the Ravens defender. Couldn't find an outlet pass. Franklin attack really just needs to string together a couple passes and possession, break down this back line.
Yeah, it's something that they haven't really been able to put together tonight so far. Just a little out of position in one place or another and throws off the entire attack.
Anderson had a chance to go forward here with Metzger trying to play down the wing for Hill, but there in defense is Leap on this right-hand side in the fullback position, trying to still fight with possession. Hill able to lay it back, but in the midfield, Bixler picks it off for Franklin. Moses fighting position with Metzger. Metzger gets step on one, and on the slide, what a stop by Moses.
Very nice pick there by Megan Moses.
That's a risky challenge, but a big, important one. As Metzger probably was through there. Only defender back was Claybrook. Would have been a tough one-on-one.
Well, you know the saying, no risk, no reward. Grizzlies retain possession here on this throw-in pass, moving down the field.
Down the right-hand side, unable to keep it in play is Sydney Lovett. Franklin still trying to press this back line. Was stuck on the right-hand side, out of play. Throw in for the Ravens. Opening 10 minutes down here, and still no shot attempts from either team. But now here goes Anderson Some room in the midfield. Trying to play it down the line. Stepping up is Claybrook to intercept the ball for Hill.
Both back lines tonight playing outstanding so far, the first 10.
Both teams need to be on their best today, trying to pick up these crucial points late in the season. Franklin throw in for Leap here on this near side. Norris, heavy touch, loses possession for Franklin. Leap can't make the challenge there on Hill, but Hill unable to connect on a pass out of play. Metzger picks it up for Anderson, but there's Moses again. That ball down the line. Mundy coming out of her line to come claim it. As there was on chasing Rebecca Fannin, trying to make a run onto that one, but Mundy the first one to it.
Yeah, great recognition by Mundy there, coming out of the goal and stopping that one in its tracks.
Bixler trying to play it down the line, over the back. That'll be an interesting dynamic there. I just realized the ref isn't all the way on this touch line, and so we try to make a run in behind him. It looked like it could have been offside, but the ref had his back turned to it.
Yeah, and I think that comes down to only having 2 refs out here tonight. He's got to watch multiple things at once, and
yeah,
I think one of these offsides or a penalty here and there might slip by tonight.
We'll see how this officiating goes. I mean, all credit to the two of them. It's going to be tough to make the right call, so you can't be too critical on them.
No, precisely. But so far through about 12 minutes here, they've done a good job.
Just a handful of fouls by each team. Nothing too major, no offsides yet. Franklin with the possession on the right-hand side, though, looking to attack. Stuck, plays it for Lovett. It's intercepted.
That one almost gets through there.
Franklin still with possession on the throw-in on that far side. See if they can create something off these throw-ins.
It's going to be a corner kick. Right?
Corner kick, yep. Given by the far official. And here's a chance for Franklin. Claybrook has been dangerous all season on these corner kicks. Jaden Baker should be the one to deliver it in the far corner. See if they can find the number 12 of the Grizzlies to get us opening scoring. So Baker, both hands up, plays it low across into the box for Norris. Still in the box, bouncing around. Eventually cleared away, but again, another corner for Franklin.
Yeah, and I think that one just came off the foot of Claybrook. A little bit wrong there, not exactly what you wanted to do with the touch.
So Baker back with another free kick. This time still low, looking for Norris. Headed away, not fully clear. Kincaid has it top of the box. Tries to take a shot, but deflected. And looks like it might be a foul call before the shot.
Yeah, it looks like they did call foul there.
2 corner chances gone a begging for the Grizzlies in this opening stint. See if they get more to capitalize on as this first half rolls on. Moses tries to clear it, finds its way to Brown, but now in defense, Hamilton makes the clearance.
That one kept in play very nicely.
barely on the line. Now through here is Casey. He's trying to get back is Claybrook. Casey still with it, will take a shot, and Mundy there to make the save.
Excellent save by McKenna Mundy there. Creeping up a little bit further up from that goal than one might like. Able to make the save, very nice.
Franklin trying to go directly on the counter. Kincaid can't get the ball around Foster, who made an excellent sliding tackle there to stop Kincaid in her path. So the first shot goes in favor of the Ravens. They get it on target, but Mundy there to make another save. 69th save of the season for Mundy. Do with that what you like. But at a 77% save rate for Mundy, she's been on fire in goal.
Yeah, we'll see if that stat holds true tonight. 1 so far for her.
Anderson fighting with possession on the far side with Stuck. And still with it in the midfield goes the Ravens.
Yeah, Rebecca Fanning did a nice job on that far side defending that Franklin attack.
Now here's a chance down the right-hand side for Hill. Leap in pursuit. Hill on the far side. Leap able to just cut her off, and Mundy runs into the path and makes a grab.
Very nice box out technique there by Leap.
Just forces the attacker out wide, and Mundy was able to get there and make the claim before get a shot off just over the line. Throwing for Franklin. Back to the Mundy dominance in goal. 4 shutouts for her on the season. That's tough to do here in this conference. A lot of teams score a lot of goals. And
a lot of great scorers out there, and especially when you play in the Heartland, it's something to be proud about. 4 clean cards. I mean, having a terrific senior campaign.
And that pass from Moses deflected off the attacker, Casey, but it just ends up in the path for Hamilton. Now Casey trying to play it out wide for Hill on this right-hand side again. Hill has some support coming in the box. Franklin gets their defenders back. Cross into the middle. Claybrook there to stamp it away, and now it's still not fully clear on this edge of the D here. Steps inside is Norris. And Norris has a chance to attack. Love it up ahead, trying to get it around Roberts, but Roberts makes the interception for the Ravens. Now, stepping in there is Moses, keeping up for Leap. A little slow there, maybe dealing with maybe a little nagging injury, a little tired legs potentially after these 2 days. Couldn't quite chase down the attacker.
Well, she has to play Caroline Hill all night, who's hustling out there.
And she's got some speed on her. She's been breaking down this right-hand side multiple times, trying to get some attack off for Anderson.
I think the Ravens have noticed that and try to push their attack towards this right side.
Luckily for Leap, she has Moses there on that right side to help her out. Moses, the fearless defender. Forward for Moses and can't get it cleared. Now goes Metzger. Back is Claybrook. Metzger fakes a shot, cuts inside on her left foot, cuts inside again, lays it off. Shot taken way over the bar. Chance taken there from Anderson.
Yeah, he had a nice setup going there for a while. That one's through the uprights, just not the right sport, unfortunately.
Yeah, that sport's tomorrow. 1:30 versus Manchester. Chet, big game for the football team.
Yeah, Mount St. Joe actually this week. It's a very, very big game. Need all Grizzly fans to come out and support for that one. Big implications in the Heartland Conference going into the postseason.
That game at 1:30 on Indiana SRN. Won't be either of our voices on it, but still, check it out on the Grizzly website.
Should be a good one.
So We approach the first 20 minutes down of this first half. Franklin yet to get any real attack other than the two corners. Anderson put it on 2 shots, only 1 on target. But it kind of seems a bit in favor of Anderson so far.
And the Grizzlies just have that outstanding back defense line. And credit to Megan Moses and Maddie Claybrook for really playing everywhere so far.
The fullbacks doing their part, but the dangerous winger is still a problem for the Franklin backline. But Mundy, Claybrook, and Moses stepping up, the senior leaders. Hamilton giving chase down the right-hand side. Will just clear it away out of attacker's reach. Still a throw in for Anderson down on the far right-hand side of the field.
That was a smart play there to get your defenders into a better position.
Cade steps in, clears that pass away. No subs for either team. A couple warming up, though, for Franklin. I can see on that far touchline. So now here's a chance to break. Norris has a lot of room on this left-hand side, but coming back is Hill. Look at her fly.
Yeah, that's that speed that you got to worry about.
Hawked him down like DK Metcalf from the Seahawks.
I feel like I've seen this one before.
That was impressive speed from Caroline Hill.
And look, she's hustling right back. Play some offense.
Put some pressure on the Franklin back line with that speed. Got to really worry about that the rest of this game. I'm not sure, but I would bet you money that Caroline Hill runs track for Anderson. At least I would hope so with that speed.
Yeah, I think we could take a halftime check, and I might take that bet as well.
If not, I got a scout for him.
Franklin with another corner opportunity here.
Yeah, here's another big chance for Franklin on the corner. Baker, the taker again. Franklin maybe a bit against the run of play. Could try and steal a goal. Sets up on the outside of the box. Claybrook, Kincaid, Lovett, all there with Norris as well. Baker here to drive it in towards the back post. Looking for Claybrook. Get it, you get a head onto it. Not quite. Still alive in the box for Norris on the far side. Now Hamilton trying to play it for Norris. Trying to keep her alive on the left-hand side. They're just running out of play. Is an Anderson defender. Another chance goes a begging for Franklin.
Yeah, very nice touch there by Baker out of the corner. Had a good chance for a header. Maybe got a slight push in the back. Take it offline.
Yeah, Claybrook just unable to make the connection. Was right on target from Baker. Better corners in the first 2 attempts. And Franklin almost goes against the run of play. Opens up scoring. That one off of Metzger and out of play for Franklin throw in. Franklin still looking for their actual first shot on target, or shot in general in this game. Haven't been able to put one on. Test the keeper wires.
Well, they haven't had an opportunity, I should say, to really get that ball across inside and take a shot. The left defender here for the Ravens has been playing very well, tracking down, able to stop that Franklin attack quickly.
Yeah. Franklin looking to keep some possession here with Claybrook, looking for some options up top. That pass deflected, taken away in the midfield by Tamalo. Anderson trying to get some numbers forward now. Down left-hand side, stepping in is Hamilton, but can't keep it away from Fannin, who's come all the way down his left-hand side into the box with Metzger. Takes a touch, still alive, not yet cleared, taking a shot, and Mundy there to make a save at the near post.
Excellent save by Mundy once again. That one comes off a little bit. Looks like we actually have an injured Grizzly. Megan Moses might have taken one to the face there.
Yeah, she was a little slow to get up, but seems to be all right carrying on. It's a bit of a miscommunication on the back line there, maybe. Let Metzger get through for a shot.
Yeah, and it was tough for Mundy to see that coming out of a group of two Anderson strikers and two defenders there, and just shot out towards that left side. She was able to get a hand on it. Very nice.
Big step and tackle from Foster on the center back on Lovett. Franklin had some numbers there on the counterattack.
Seems like Moses is all right. Junior out of Tipton, Indiana.
Started in every match. Definitely need her to keep on the pitch for Franklin. Franklin trying to flip field, looking for Norris. Gets past the defender Hill. And now Norris on the left-hand side, trying to keep it in play down the line. It goes out. And a throw in for Anderson. Have a pair of substitutes for Anderson when they get the chance to come on.
Yeah, that's Kennedy Hurst and Natalie Hay subbing in for the Ravens.
Moses there again. Get it away from Metzger, but down the left-hand side. Hamilton trying to get it clear. Moses coming back, makes a fearless tackle again. Stepping in is Claybrook that time. Two center backs holding strong for Franklin here in this first half with 18 minutes to play.
Yeah, there's not much Moses can't defend out there. Like you said, fearless defender. Really putting it all on the line.
Plays with a lot of heart. On the sleeve is the junior defender, Megan Moses. Love it, trying to hold it up for Franklin. Gets around a defender and goes forward down the right-hand side with Baker. Baker trying to get around Foster. Foster will just play it back to the keeper.
Very nice inside move there by Lovett. Gets that ball into a nice position.
There's no support there in the middle for Baker.
We've seen that a lot so far tonight.
Down the left-hand side, Kincaid takes a pass from Norris. Now some numbers coming forward. Bixler at the top of the box, has some space, might take a shot here. Gets back on the right foot, into the middle for Lovett. Lovett gets to the right foot, she'll take a shot, deflected, couldn't get it cleanly. But it'll be a corner for Franklin.
Lovett a little slow to get up there, seems to be all right.
So a trio of subs for Franklin, the 2 subs for Anderson. We'll get those to you as come on. When we had the 2 Anderson subs, said was Natalia Hay. Get those subs on this corner for Franklin. As Baker to take it again. We'll see if she can find Claybrook into the box. In the middle, Claybrook gets a foot to it. Not yet. Cleared. Hamilton can't get a shot off. Still stuck. And it's a foul called in the box on Franklin. Fourth corner of the game. That one, a little bit of chaos bouncing around, but nothing capitalized on by Franklin.
I just couldn't find a nice open lane for a shot.
Maggie Matthews on for Franklin. And then a chance stepping in is Leap. Clearing that one away. Dangerous moment there.
Leap makes a good play, keeps the Grizzlies alive here.
Claybrook stepping in to make another tackle for this back line. Moses with a header. Matthews wins it back for Franklin, trying to play it up top for Shelby Renz, who's on a striker for Franklin now. Down the right-hand side, looking for Hill. That one through for Metzger, but out comes Mundy to make the grab. Would have been a close offsides call.
Yeah, it was getting down to that area where you got to make a call or not, and I think that two-referee system tonight maybe was in favor of the Ravens there.
Yeah. I couldn't tell if it was offsides or not. It looked like she was ahead of the pass.
Hard to see from up here in the box.
Baker in the midfield trying to keep it for Franklin. Plays it out wide for Matthews. Matthews with options forward. Gets it out for Renz on the left-hand side. Renz on the left-hand side. Trying to play it through. Gets it stopped by Foster. Cleared away just as far as Leap, but an errant pass. Loses possession for Franklin.
Tough one off the right foot there from Leap.
You kind of tell that's the Franklin's philosophy on attack here, is getting down that left-hand side and then trying to work back into the middle.
Yeah, and I think the Ravens have caught on to that a little bit. You haven't seen much attack from the right side, and you haven't seen any push into the middle.
Not exactly sure what they call in this far corner.
I think that was a legal throw-in.
Gives up possession for Franklin. Chance to go on attack maybe. Izzy Pridemore in the game for Franklin, another attacker. Fresh front three for Franklin in this first half. Brooks stepping up, making the tackle there. Keep it away from Kendall Ferguson. Now Franklin in the box with Renz. Big tackle made. Falls for Pridemore. Pridemore will take a shot, and that one just over the bar. Good chance there for Izzy Pridemore.
Yeah, had the opportunity in front of her, took the shot. Very nice to see some offensive production by the Grizzlies.
This fresh front three unit for Franklin really injecting some life into the attack in these last 5 minutes. Off the subs. Baker wins it back for Franklin. Stuck on that far side, trying to keep it in play.
Like you said, Ryan, the new front three for Franklin giving the Ravens some problems here. I think it's the freshness in the legs. Only one defender subbed out so far for the Ravens.
That pass unable to find his target as Claybrook steps up, makes the interception, and sends Franklin back on the attack. Intercepted the other way now. Goes Anderson down the right-hand side, trying to find the attacker, but that one too much strength on it, and Mundy able to claim it easily. Foul be called there on Baker. Too much contact. No yellow card. We'll see if they're reluctant with yellow cards since being such a far distance, the referees.
Yeah, it's a little harder to tell how much contact there is on each of these penalties.
Yeah. As Hamilton will just let that one run on a play for a goal kick. So we slowly creep down to the final 11 minutes to play in this first half. Both sides, a couple chances, 3 shots apiece. 2 on target for Anderson, none on target for Franklin.
Just not able to break the stalemate so far.
But it has been an entertaining first 45. First 35, really. Still have 10 minutes to play. We'll see how it goes. If any team can find the opener before halftime. Anderson still with possession, driving at the Franklin back line. Claybrook there, can't make the stop. Still driving on the left-hand side, trying to cross it in. Cross is blocked and out for a throw-in. Looks like foul committed by Anderson on that far side. It'll be a free kick for Franklin.
I believe it was Avery Hamilton stepping up there on that defensive stop there. Able to put a leg in front of it.
Franklin going forward, trying to play it down the left-hand side for Baker, trying to keep it. It's Foster. Into the corner they go, and Foster will just have to play it out for a throw-in. Good pressure there from Baker. Quick throw-in, headed away by Anderson. Under 10 minutes to play in the first half. Franklin trying to find some more of that momentum they started to generate with those substitutes. Kind of faltered here in the last few minutes.
Well, these subs are still playing fast, and that's going to work to the advantage for them.
Across into the box, takes a deflection. Guess not quite enough a deflection for a corner. Will be a goal kick for Anderson. Still the same back four for Franklin. No substitutes in that. But the whole attack for Anderson has subbed off.
That back line for Franklin's played well tonight. You do have the two shots that were on track there, but other than that, I'd say you stick with your starters here, especially in this pivotal game.
As you talk about that back line, Moses steps in, makes a tackle, but Fannin intercepts it and sends Anderson on the attack. Plays it back for Fannin on the left-hand side. Has help inside the box. Claybrook steps up. That's Moses steps up, makes a tackle. And the Anderson attacker goes down on the attempt.
That's number 33, Kendall Ferguson.
She's back up and running, though, so no stoppage of play here. So we hit 8 minutes to play first half. On the left-hand side, cross into the box. Claybrook there to intercept it and clear it away. Big interception there with runners coming in on that cross. Anderson still has possession, trying to take a shot at distance, but that was just wide left, and Mundy lets it go out of play.
Smart play by Mundy there, letting that one go out. Getting the goal kick instead of accidentally putting a hand on that, and maybe you don't get it and giving them a free corner.
Yeah. I mean, that was a good shot from distance. Had a little bit of a threat, but Mundy, the experienced senior, knows what to do with that one. Let's let it go out. Goal kick. See if Franklin can go on the attack here. Wren's fighting for it up top and with the defensive midfielders of Anderson, and Anderson ends up winning the battle. Going forward still with it. Stepping in is Claybrook, and that deflection, lucky bounce for Anderson, but Moses there to take it out for a corner. Good defending again from Megan Moses.
Yeah, and what an effort by Caroline Hill there. Just refused to let that ball go the opposite direction.
We have a third referee, everybody. Third referee has made his way onto the pitch.
And is getting an applause from the crowd.
I don't think I've ever seen this in any sporting event, really. Maybe an umpire showing up late at a baseball game, but we got 3 officials. The center ref has arrived on time. Well, 45 minutes late.
It's on time for some people.
Yep. So the corner taken in, that one can't get into the box, goes over the back of the bar, and a goal kick for Franklin.
What do the kids call that now? Fashionably late?
Yeah, something like that. You never know. Could have had traffic. Indy's a mess right now with traffic. Could have been coming from there. So throw in for Anderson on this far side. It'll be Mangino to throw it in. Into the middle. Finds Casey. Okay, now Ferguson with it. Driving forward, stepping in is Bixler to make a tackle, and then cleared away by Moses. Under 6 minutes to play, 5:50 and counting down quickly in this first half. Will either team get a late first half goal to go into the locker rooms ahead, or will we stay at our stalemate here? Anderson seemingly on the front foot right now. That ball played towards the back line, but Moses there to clear it into the stands with some emphasis on that one.
Not sure if she was aiming for the Franklin crowd or Raven crowd out there.
Now Hurst on the right-hand side trying to get around Bixler. Turned away by Bixler, still with his Hurst. Bixler makes the tackle, and it goes out for throw-in for Anderson. Good defense from Alex Bixler, the sophomore from Martinsville.
Yeah, really tough to defend down in that corner on the left side there.
Headed away on the throw-in attempt. Still into this corner as we're under 5 to play. Anderson trying to get across into the box, has some space to do so. Looking into the middle. In there is Hill. And it's still not clear yet. Still bouncing around the box with Hill. Giving chase is Matthews, who made her trek all the way back in defense. And Matthews will win the fight with Hill for the ball, and will clear it away eventually for Franklin.
And that's a morale booster right there. You fight for that one with arguably one of their fastest and most physical players out there tonight, giving some momentum to the Grizzlies going in the final 4 minutes here.
That ball over the top, but that is offsides there on Hill. Too much. Not enough space given by the back line for the ball over the top, and with our now 3 referees, easier to spot the offsides.
Exactly.
Looks we got some for the first half. We'll have it all the second half. It was definitely a first for me seeing a referee just show up late.
I do appreciate not pushing the game back.
Yeah, that is nice.
That is nice.
Could definitely saw a delay for that, but center ref gets his first action calling a foul there. Getting warmed up. See him stretching out.
Got a lot of running to do tonight.
So, final 3 minutes on this first half. Pass down the right-hand side from Long, trying to find Renz up top. Anderson able to defend that attack from Franklin, and Roberts has a chance to set them on the attack in these final 2.5 minutes. But Hill can't keep it on the far side for Anderson. Foster will just play that back for the keeper. Wires hasn't been tested yet tonight. Wires, no saves need to be made yet. We'll see if that impacts her when she does get a chance.
I think that's how she wants it to stay for the rest of the night.
Well, that's every keeper's dream, but the Franklin attack has other plans.
Yeah, I hope so. We get to see some of that action here. These final 2 minutes.
We've got some shots off, just haven't been able to get the accuracy on them on target. Now in the midfield, fighting with it is Franklin. Pridemore keeping it alive for Franklin. Now Renz up top, stepping in. Big tackle there made by Roberts. Bixler finds Long into the middle for Renz. Roberts there again to make the stop. So we are under 2 minutes to play here. Minute 35 to be exact. Will there be any late drama in this half? Baker gets past one on the diving attempt. Now Franklin has some numbers going forward down this right-hand side. Matthews on the right side looking to play it into the middle. Cuts back into the middle looking for Renz. Still alive there in the middle. Can't quite clear it. Is Anderson as it goes off of Matthews. And on a play, throw in for Anderson.
Yeah, Franklin had numbers there for a minute. You thought they were going to pull off a quick one on us.
As we hit under a minute to go in this first half. Final few heaves by both teams potentially here, trying to see if they get a lucky bounce in behind. Looking forward, finds Renz. Renz will cross it into the middle, takes a deflection potentially. No, just a goal kick. No late corner for Franklin. In this first half, we hit 30 seconds to play in this opening 45 minutes. See if Anderson tries to go long. Hill able to get around Hamilton, who lets it run out of play. So that should do it for our first half. So both teams probably just roll the clock out. What was your assessment of that first 45 for Franklin, Chet?
Well, you had a lot of opportunities there on the offensive side of the field, trying to make something happen. It's hard to get the ball across and into that center position where they want to score from. You got to start taking some more shots from a little bit deeper and from the outside possibly for some of your scorers. And from the back line, they played tremendously. It's tough to have that much disparity from your attack to your defense. So
Yeah.
I think a nice talk at halftime, get these ladies fired up and ready to win this game.
We'll see if they come out with those substitutes that add a bit more spark. I would say Pridemore and Long and Renz and Matthews, the 4 subs came on. They definitely were a little bit more energetic. I don't know if that's because we're saving it for the second half a little bit with the starters, or if we're just maybe that tired legs, short week.
Well, you got your starters some rest in that.
Yeah.
Given about 16 minutes to your substitutes, 14 for Long, should help you try to recover some of these ladies and get them out back on the pitch for us.
Anderson had 2 shots taken by Lily Casey. One on target, both saved by McKenna Mundy. 2 for 2 on save attempts, keeping the clean sheet for the first 45. So that'll take us to our halftime break. We'll be back in just 15 minutes. Stick with us here.
I couldn't find exactly what I wanted to say. I was like, you had such good play back here with such inconsistency. Oh, gosh.
That is our team to a T.
Yeah, dude, it's kind of frustrating. How can they be so good?
One thing and so inconsistently bad.
It's very slow.
What was the secret? So slow.
Very slow.
Men's soccer is so much more fun. But it's also because our team is bad. It's more fun, but it's more fun to do this because I have a chance to play.
Yeah.
I get to talk shit over men's soccer team for 2 minutes a year. Get my ass beat by talk shit next year.
So many foreign guys now.
No, we're not good.
Hugo, what'd you think of this game?
I have no idea what's going on, and it's super boring.
We have no offense. We have a very good defense, which is stopping their mediocre offense.
Caroline Hill's fast. She's rapid. Golly. 17. Yeah, 17 on their team. I was like, whoa.
I was like, look like DK Nation out there hogging down.
So she bad.
I don't know.
She might be.
I need her to get on this side.
She was fast. The way she tracked down our player, it literally looked like
the 30 to like the 25.
yeah.
It says she's from Noblesville, but went to high school in Wisconsin.
Maybe she might be a transfer.
These chairs are so uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah.
They're better than the spur walk ones.
Hunter Hatfield was crossed off.
Didn't he like break his collarbone?
He's always getting hurt.
My friend's been doing his PT training stuff through the football team. Colin. I don't know, you might
shorter. You know Dylan, the other training guy? Dylan from South Carolina. That's how I know.
I love Dylan.
Dude, me and Dylan.
He's the one that did this to me today.
The Gubbins? Or is that Hickeys?
Dude, the fact that today was the first time I ever did that is criminal.
I used to do it all the time for baseball in high school and
Dude.
greatest feeling of all.
Yeah.
I've never
Well,
done
the
it.
problem is Chris never lets me do it. So I stopped asking him for
It's
stuff.
very much like a pseudoscience thing. Either you really buy into it or you hate it with a passion.
Like, being a chiropractor?
Yeah.
See, I want to go so bad. I want to go to chiropractor so bad.
Me too, dude. That's why
Free
I've never
money.
been to.
Free money.
Yeah, but I have, like, messed up, what is that shit called in between your vertebrae?
It's not your disc, is it?
It's like the jelly.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
My
though.
dad has none of it left. That's
I
why.
have none of it left. So, yeah, my dad has none of it left. It's genetics.
Yeah.
So watch out.
I'm probably gonna get it.
And so my lower spine, when they do the x-rays, they're like, oh my god, it's really compressed.
Yeah.
Like, you need to stretch. I'm like, I do stretch.
Yeah.
This is not, all my weight from my upper half is sitting on my spine, which is all compressed.
Yeah.
I stand up every day,
It's
sorry.
like a slip disc or whatever.
And I really want to go, and I want them to pull my spine.
Just pop it. Yeah.
It's like peaceful.
My dad. I played golf with my dad on Wednesday, and like first 15 holes, fine. All of a sudden after that, you couldn't walk. It started hurting. Yeah. Is it torn up right now? No. No. Maybe
Yeah, but they jacked up their prices, dude.
Yeah.
And it's like,
the student discount was like 38. I think it's 38 per round. Yeah. Student discount.
you're gonna have to
Yeah.
take that into consideration
You know,
now.
Valley Vista does 25.
Yeah.
It was 38 for me for a round with cart. I played the worst round of golf of my life though. I didn't count. I stopped counting after 16 holes. I had 10 balls lost in the thing is to start off great. I find the first 3 fairways with the drive. I par 2 of the first 3 holes. I'm like, I'm on a good day. I didn't shoot another, I didn't shoot another lower than a double bogey the rest of the round. It was horrible.
I had a round this summer. I think you might have seen it.
Yeah,
I went,
you
dude,
posted
I had a 20 stroke difference between nines.
I feel that.
I went like it was like 43 and like 60 something. I'm like, I don't even know how I do that. I was
His Snapchat
impressed
story
with
was
that.
like, I shot like a 39 on the front, and then I shot like a 59 on
And
the
I'm like, I
back.
don't even know how you do that.
Stop drinking.
I'm starting
Yeah,
to
I
think
know.
about that.
I felt that. Like after parring the second and third hole, I was like, all right, good day. And then I proceeded to lose my next 5 drives, and then never getting on the green and 4 shots at it. It was a rough back nine too.
We should all try out the golf team. It'd be funny.
If I
Still have my eligibility because, I wasn't a college athlete.
yeah.
Can you suit up for offensive tackle for us? Like, use your height.
Absolutely not.
We need someone to like grab their hands.
I
And
didn't play football in high school
Why not?
because I was like in shape and weighed a lot less than I do now. I didn't look like an offensive lineman.
Were you always like 6'6" though?
I was always this height. I was just like 150 pounds through most of high school.
You know about that freshman that got put on the ACAC player to watch for men's basketball, the 6'6" center?
No clue. Nothing about it.
Where's he from?
Center.
Who's he plays for Franklin?
Really?
Yeah, freshman got put on the ACAC players to watch.
He's a unit.
He's 6'6" and like 250.
What's his name?
Will Spellman.
Will Spellman. I thought it was Hill Spellman. Will Spellman. He's good. He was decent. Well, I found some high school stats. He put up 20 points against Smith Davis, which is not easy. They always have some massive guy. Our defense has been heart attacking back there.
It's been fun to watch.
Yeah.
Like,
Megan's everywhere.
you can tell that both
Yeah.
teams are playing for something, but neither one of them is playing desperate.
Yeah. It's just like our defense has looked really good. Our attack just has not been able to string anything together.
This dude's a white brick wall, bro.
Yeah, I know he's massive.
Yeah, he's huge.
Intense. Oh my gosh. I've never seen
Can I
it.
go? Let me see the picture. I saw like a face picture.
It's like
That's a big.
the one with the kid. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Let me see this dude.
Wait, did you say the one with the kid?
Well, like, because it shows
This is
his,
like a, it's a size variant. It's like a normal 7-year-old is like him.
Thick for 6'6".
I am also worried about one of their long balls getting in behind our defense too.
And for 17 to just sprint on him, kill us.
One of their attackers will.
17 is fast. You see her trap down Jetta down here? I got the DK Metcalf.
yeah, that was the nice callback there.
DK Metcalf be proud of that.
How many references can I make the second half?
Did you notice that we had 2 refs when we started? No. I noticed like after like 5 minutes, like
You noticed the first 5 minutes.
I was like, we have 2 refs.
I didn't notice.
You guys
till
did
like
have a good
30
point.
I didn't notice till like 35 minutes.
The fact that they didn't push the game back because of that.
Yeah,
super close.
At least you didn't get
They could
also,
easily delayed that game.
Did you see the one run where we made a run like outside the referee? She was definitely offside, but we couldn't see it.
Oh, what the?
I was like, just use that to your advantage. Just be offside behind the referee's back.
I didn't even know that was in there.
Yeah, he never here. He never goes to. Yeah.
Maybe it's tournament 99 tomorrow.
Sunday. It's El Sacico. Loser gets sad. Oh, the Fertibachi is watching it closely. The one that was screaming at the refs. Classic.
He still got his fastball.
The Ted Hawk goes, you know, it shows the draw gets more show with Fertibachi away. It shows
This guy doing that, but don't say and throws up
we're also a
the
terrible team to win.
Yeah.
Ten Hogs, keep your mouth shut and people get mad.
Dude, if you guys were the top because
He's been making so many claims on us, but it's not working. You got that ball out?
Look where it was placed too.
You go to the tight. That's a catch.
Right over the back shoulder.
In the brain.
Yeah.
you know, like scored twice in stoppage time.
That sounds about exactly right. Garnett showed that football's play.
No, he gets it out. He just gets hit late.
I thought he was. Did he drop it? Don't tell me he dropped it.
That's not how that works. He's the loss.
I'm so excited for him.
Nasty, physical,
Yeah.
That's how we gotta play tomorrow.
It's like
Nasty.
I think we're gonna do a good job. Because I do appreciate Coach K's message a little bit better than like Coach Insel was like, we need to. Some things just don't take any time. Pre-snap procedure. I'm like, that's not where you should have gone with that talk.
Don't shoot ourselves in the foot, but on these right plays here, they start losing, they just start putting big.
No, you can just tell. This team just knowing like, that message reminds me a lot of this school I played at. Just like running a score and stuff like that. Like, you just like mentally like block those guys off, and just give them hell all day long. They just start to break down.
And their offensive coordinator especially. More opportunities for them to make it error.
I think one thing that we didn't do last year, do a lot of this year, is
We need to get a strip sack. In my head, I feel like it's fun.
we get a Broncos call. And it's a pass play.
hit him out of bounds that first time, I'm be like, oh.
That's all video. It was like snipers training.
Send a little message.
Like snipers training on top of football stadiums. It's like we're a random middle linebacker trying to absolutely play out Mahomes to the sideline.
Have you seen those edits where it's like college ball and it's like a turf monster, but it's like through the scope of the sniper and he like reloads and then he gets another one and it's like the same play?
Yes.
I don't know what's talking about. Who's talking about?
Dude, it's kind of tough.
Franklin's defense. Welcome back here to Fox Stadium. Second half of action just about to get ready underway here. Franklin's defense held strong in that first half, keeping a clean sheet, Chet.
Yeah, I mean, it's been led by Matty Claybrook and Megan Moses out there just flying around the pitch, keeping the ball out of the back of the net. McKenna Money's done a great job. 2 shots on goal, able to come up with 2 saves.
We'll have to deal with some more threats in the second half of that back line as Anderson Kitts is kicked off. Trying to go long off the kickoff, taken away by Franklin. Now Lovett trying to take it away from Franklin. Franklin back to the starting attack that they started with in the first half. But you make the argument the substitutes were just as potent for Franklin.
Yeah, fresh legs really a factor for Franklin in that first half. As the Ravens get a little bit of a push here.
Yeah, down the right-hand side, Metzger, I believe that is on the far side, working Claybrook, I believe, or that is Hamilton, sorry, on the far side, and it's knocked away for a corner kick for the Ravens.
At their first of the night. It looks like Caroline Hill will take that corner for them.
So Hill, the corner taker. Numbers coming forward for Anderson. Both teams know what's at stake in this game. 5th seed in the conference tournament. That one bounces into the box, still bouncing around, not yet cleared. Eventually Bixler there to poke it away. Shot from distance, deflected by Claybrook and cleared away.
Very nice job by Claybrook, able to get a foot on that shot. I don't know if Money would have been able to see it in that wall of white and blue.
Yeah, that would have been a very late reaction save if that was ended up getting through past Claybrook, but Anderson still with possession here, trying to go on the attack. Bixler can't make that interception, and now down the left-hand side, chance for Hill, but the offside flag goes up on Brown, that is, on the left-hand side. Big break there as Hamilton missed the interception chance.
Yeah, it was one-on-one with you and the goalkeeper, and that's a high percentage shot right there.
Yeah, that was probably going to be the biggest chance, but the offside flag comes in favor of the Grizzlies.
I don't know if I'm wrong saying this, Ryan, but it seemed like a little bit of a late offsides call there.
That was pretty fast than some others, but recently they've been trying to let them play on to make sure there's no injuries,
Gotcha.
which is counterintuitive. If the longer you play, the more likely to get hurt. But it's an interesting science how they do, how long they're supposed to let it go. It changes year by year.
Oh, gotcha. Need to read up on my soccer rule book.
Yep. It's a long one. Don't do it. Just keep up with the big ones. There's a lot of very ticky-tacky rules in soccer. As Hill on the right-hand side trying to get around Leap. Leap trying to get her body into it and make the tackle, and does so.
Good job by Leap getting physical there.
Yeah. Hill definitely has the speed. We'll see if she has the physicality. Maybe that's the way to go at her.
Yeah, maybe that's something they made a halftime adjustment on. Trying to slow down Hill in that Raven attack from the outside corners there.
Yeah, maybe not try to run with them, but just out physical them. Fannin plays it out wide for Brown. Back out wide for Fannin, and now chance to attack for Anderson as Claybrook steps up and makes a tackle there on Metzger. Claybrook trying to play it up top for Lovett, but Foster there to intercept. We've talked highly of the Franklin backline, but Foster and Roberts in the backline for Anderson's done well too.
Yeah, those 2 middle defenders have done an excellent job tonight, keeping this Grizzly attack pretty much limited once they cross that midfield line.
trying to be pretty direct as Franklin, right up to the striker, then out wide. But if they can't get it to the striker, just like point in case there by Roberts, stepping up in front of Sydney Lovett. Now here's a chance for Bixler to play it out wide for Stuck, but she can't connect clearly, and it's out of play.
And like you mentioned, that Raven back line does a great job closing space quickly, really throwing off the Grizzlies tonight.
Both teams fighting for the 5th and 6th spot in this conference tournament. First 5 minutes of the opening of the second half here, and no desperation really coming in either side yet, but we could see as this game goes on, more desperation attempts from distance and long balls might become a factor.
Yeah, I don't think either squad wants this game to end in a tie.
A tie would really favor Franklin. I'm not sure who Anderson's next matchup is against, but it's Berea, so a bottom of the table team in Berea. So it could end up in a tie for this 5th spot, down to tiebreakers. Who knows how that would go in favor of either team.
Yeah, it's a lot of math that
I'm
can't
not
really
good
do
at
off
that.
the top of my head right now.
We're both sports comm majors, not math majors.
Yeah, it shows.
I can do stat math, not other math.
It's great that the computers can do it for you now, too.
Those are the biggest innovation of human history. Franklin trying to build something out of the back here. Trying to play it down the line for Norris is Kincaid, but it's out of play.
Not a lot of space to work with on that far side of the pitch, I should say.
Big collision there. Bixler comes out on top of it. And now Stuck try to play it forward for Baker. And cleared away by Roberts.
Thompson a little slow to recover there for the Ravens.
That was a big collision between Bixler and Thompson.
Yeah, and I think Thompson took the worst of it.
Kincaid in the midfield. Just keeps possession with Franklin with Moses. And played up top. Lovett unable to get a connection with it. But now Franklin putting a bit of press on the back line of Anderson. Bixler steps up, makes a tackle, halts the advance. Hamilton loses possession there, throw in for Anderson.
Not too happy about losing possession there.
And see it visibly on the face of Hamilton. He's got to move on to the next play. That one just over the line. Franklin gets the throw in. Lovett able to get the turn and go forward. Finds Baker. Baker trying to cut back onto her right foot. Can't get the shot off. Kincaid makes a big interception. Kincaid will take a shot, and it gets deflected. And it'll go out for a corner kick for Franklin.
Roberts makes another nice play for that Raven defensive line there.
So Baker will be the free kick taker again, or the corner taker. It's the 5th corner of the evening for Franklin. Early on in the second half, Cam Franklin get the opener. Baker into the middle, trying to find Claybrook. Claybrook gets ahead to it, but can't get it on target. Still bouncing around. Eventually cleared out again for another corner. The connection's coming stronger between Baker and Claybrook.
Yeah, that one was put in a nice spot there once again. Just a little bit of a clogged middle. Now Baker will take a corner from the other side of the pitch.
Makes the long haul across the field. Try and put another one onto the head of Claybrook, or maybe find the foot of another attacker for Franklin. Lovett's up there and Stuck as well. Kincaid. Franklin almost has every
I was about to say,
player.
most of Franklin's squad is up there.
Just 2 defenders back. That in towards the near post. Punched away. Still in play. Lovett gets a foot onto it. Can't put it on target. And then a foul committed there in the box. Another chance gone for Franklin on the corner. That one could have been dangerous by that bouncing ball.
Yeah, I think it just bounced a little too high for Lovett there on that second attempt shot.
Rolled up onto her leg, couldn't get a clean connection. Put it towards goal. Wires able to punch away the original corner, but not fully. Up top, Brown trying to get a turn there on Hamilton. Can't quite do so. And then a foul there on Anderson on Fannin. Could have been a handball, looked like. Punched it forward. Spotted by our line referee. The one that's been here for the whole game.
One of the two originals, what I was about to bring up. Beat me to the punch.
Trying to play it long for Lovett over the top. Foster giving chase. We'll just let it run out for a goal kick.
Lovett showing great speed there, showing that she can run with anyone on that Ravens team.
Yep. Franklin maybe could connect on one of those long balls and see her one-on-one with the keeper chance. That seems kind of be the Ravens game plan too. Brown trying to play it up top. Back is Moses trying to get there before Thompson, and Moses does so and clears it away out for a throw-in.
Moses does a good job of getting in front of that attacker there, boxing her out and able to clear that one.
Yeah, won the foot race with Hannah Thompson, the junior from Westerville, Ohio. One of the key goal contributors. 1 goal but 4 assists for Anderson, so creates a lot of offense. Kincaid will just clear that up top for Sydney Lovett. And it's headed away, not fully clear. Now that time by Roberts. That was dicey.
Yeah, almost an opportunity. If that one came off of Foster's head a little bit different, you might see Lovett still running down the field with a shot opportunity.
Yeah, couldn't quite bring it down to her feet. Just got into a bit of a head tennis, as we like to call it. Series of throw-ins down the line for Franklin. Find Kincaid. Not being allowed to turn. Eventually cleared away by Anderson. Now they try to go on the counterattack here with Metzger. Stepping in is stuck to clear it away though. That ball over the top of, that's Moses out wide, or Leap. It's Brown for Anderson. And a foul committed on Franklin. It's one of the few fouls Franklin have committed today.
Yeah, they've done a good job of being physical and in the right way and not committing a lot of fouls, definitely.
Especially in dangerous positions. This one very far away from goal. Giving up free kicks close to the box never is a good sign.
Yeah, it starts to get a little bit dicey.
As Kincaid makes a deflection, but then tries to play it forward for Lovett, but Lovett not quite there yet. Myers is able to keep it calmly for Anderson.
Franklin trying to find a nice balance between that press attack and having some help in the back line there.
Yeah, kind of cautious sending numbers forward to press. Don't want to get caught out by this dangerous Anderson attack.
Yeah, I think as time ticks down in this match, you'll start to see more aggressiveness by both teams.
Yeah, that pass from Moses can't find Kincaid, but Kincaid wins the deflection and has a foot race with Roberts. Kincaid has help in the middle, takes a shot and saved by Wires. Good shot there from Kincaid, just can't get it past the lunging Wires. And it's the first save of the evening for the Anderson Ravens.
Yeah, excellent job by Kincaid to win that foot race and keep that attack going. Wires does a good job getting a hand on it and coming up with the save there.
Kincaid got some power to it, just couldn't get enough around the keeper. It's the first shot on target for Franklin, so positive direction in the attack. Now Metzger will drive forward at Franklin's back line. Bixler turns her away. Bixler steps in front of Tamalo there and wins it back for Franklin. As the first 15 minutes of this half has elapsed. Both teams still trying to find the opening goal, which could even be the winning goal in this game.
Yeah, if we continue to see two defenses play like this, that first strike might be all it takes.
Up top for Metzger. Claybrook there to step in crucially at the last moment.
Very nice play by Claybrook.
The senior leader of the back line, Claybrook, doing her job back there, as well as trying to provide the attack on the set pieces. Into the box, Metzger tries to take a shot at the near post for Mundy. Mundy with the strong hands makes the grab. Always had that covered off on the near post was McKenna Mundy.
Yeah, I think she was confident in saving that one, and
just adds to her tally on the season. As just a half hour remains in this contest. Both teams fighting for position in this conference standings. That pass out wide, unable to connect with Macy Stuck.
I think Bixler got excited there, saw that Macy had some space on the outside and really tried to fit that pass into a tough window.
Kincaid won it back for Franklin. Stuck couldn't find a passing option forward, and possession goes back to Anderson, but there's Baker to make an interception. Love it up top. Trying to hold it up from Roberts, does so. Tries to play it back for Bixler and can't cleanly get it. Now Brown on the right-hand side with Metzger with options. That one just stays, or it goes over the touchline on the far side.
Yeah, the Grizzlies get a little bit of a break there. They have the numbers on defense, but a fast attack there by the Ravens.
Franklin will make a substitution as Bixler will come off. Bixler played every minute so far this game, so probably a key rest for her in that midfield. Anderson with it on this near side now. Fannin overlapping run on the outside, trying to get past Stuck, does so. Claybrook in defense, can't get to that pass. Back to Fannin, into the middle, headed away by Moses. Crucial header from Moses there. Metzger was there in the middle, and a foul committed by Franklin gives a free kick to Anderson.
Talk about a clutch header there by Megan Moses. Someone needed to step up there in the defensive side of the ball.
Roberts will take this free kick. Chance to just cross it in. She'll just take a shot pretty much on goal. Doesn't seem like that's what she wanted to do there with that, but Mundy will take it.
Yeah, I don't think she got proper foot placement on that ball. Wanted it to curve to the right a little bit more, try to set up a shot from one of her forwards.
It's a bouncing ball over the top of. That was dangerous for Roberts, but Wires able to come off her line. Wasn't sure what was going to happen there. Lovett was chasing.
They got some extra bounces in Franklin's favor there. Makes it hard for that keeper to kind of judge where that ball is going to land.
You never know if that could have bounced over the head of Wires. Lovett was coming on hard. Could have drew a foul or got a clean connection, would have scored a goal there. No dice for Franklin. And then Pridemore commits the foul there in the midfield, stepping up on defender Franklin. Physicality getting more penalized here in the second half.
Yeah, I think we did the broadcaster's curse about it.
Yep.
Second we talk about it.
It's another free kick for Anderson, taken short for Fannin. But Lovett there to step in front. And then on the slide, wins the challenge again. Lovett tracking all the way back from her striker role. Taken a deflection off of Moses, but then eventually it's cleared away by Jetta Norris on the far side. 26 minutes to play in this second half. Both teams at a deadlock here at zeros. Which team will break our score open, potentially provide a winner in this pivotal matchup for the 5-6 spots in this conference standings? Thompson is keeping possession for Anderson as they try to break down Franklin slowly this time instead of those direct over the top. Moses steps in and wins it back for Franklin and has a chance to go forward.
And Moses was reading that deep ball. Well, just not able to set up a offensive possession for the Grizzlies.
And they foul drawn there for Jaden Baker. Free kick for Franklin. So free kick for Franklin. It looks like we'll try to go long towards the box. Just the attackers up there. Lovett gets a foot onto it. Eventually it's cleared away by Thompson in the midfield. Lovett steps up. She'll take a shot from distance. That's dipping, and doesn't dip enough towards the outside of the far post. Would have been one tremendous strike from Lovett.
Yeah, had quite some spin on it there. Able to almost dip down and find that far top right of the net.
Just too far wide right and out of play. As Franklin makes a couple substitutions. Lovett will come off for the moment. With 25 minutes to play, we'll definitely see her back on.
Yeah, you wonder how much time the Grizzlies want to spend without their key starters out here in this critical matchup.
Yeah, Shelby Wren's the striker on to replace her. Now Metzger trying to get it through for Hay, and then Moses steps up, makes a challenge, but stumbles on the ball. Possession still with Anderson.
Grizzlies scrambling a little bit, trying to get their defense set up.
Thompson trying to play a pass out wide, but that has too much pace on it, and it goes out of play. Franklin dodges a bullet there.
Yeah, and that's been a reoccurring event tonight for the Grizzlies, just squeaking out a little bit.
Probably more unable to get the overhead clearance. Metzger stepping up, but Moses beats her to it. That ball will stay just in play for Wren's. No, not quite on that line. It's tough to see on this line from our broadcast booth. The railing of the stands for Frank fought
Perfectly on the line.
Perfectly lines up with the touch line, which is bizarre.
Yeah, it makes you think maybe set up really for football.
Maybe it is.
It is nice not to have a track around our field, one of the few in the Heartland.
Oh, yeah?
It's set up like this.
I've actually never really seen much of the other football stadiums around here. I've seen Rose's, but that's about it.
Rose often hosts of the track and field championship in the Heartland with the brand new setup they got over there in Terre Haute.
That one gets past the defender, but it's Matthews there on the far side. Can't get to it, but it's a throw in for Franklin. 22 minutes to play and some change. Both teams chasing the opening goal in this matchup. Substitution for Anderson. As Metzger will be the one to come off. Who is that coming on?
Kennedy Hurst.
Kennedy Hurst. Played 16 minutes in the first half. Didn't record any shots for Anderson, but we'll see if she can make an impact here. 21:40 to play.
Both squads dipping into the bench just a little bit, trying to get those starters a rest.
And maybe make a last 15-10 minute push if needed.
With the way this game's been playing out, it seems more likely as time ticks down.
As Franklin makes a substitution here to counter. I believe that's Bixler coming just back on for Amani Kincaid. Trying to flip field to find Stuck. She's onside on that far side, but can't keep it in play. Big flip of the field there for Franklin.
Yeah, good idea there by the Grizzlies. Just a little too much speed on that ball.
Bixler wins it back for Franklin in the midfield. Trying to play it forward for Baker. Baker will get a foot onto it, take a half shot attempt, but it goes well wide, and goal kick for Anderson.
Grizzlies keeping pressure on the Ravens here.
Might see that press intensify in these final 20 minutes. Send some more numbers forward. Trying to force Anderson into a mistake that could lead to a Franklin winning goal potentially. Bixler steps in there, makes a challenge. Under 20 minutes left in this contest. That pass for Claybrook being chased down by Brown. Now over the top, looking for Hill on that right-hand side. Couldn't quite get to it as Claybrook steps across and clears it away.
And now we see that midfield hustling back for the Grizzlies, trying to provide some extra help for that back line.
Yeah, they're pressed pretty far forward, trying to put on the press of the Anderson defense. It's that cat and mouse game. How much do you want to send forward?
Yeah, just trying to find that perfect balance, and it's been tough out here today. Tonight, I should say.
Hamilton tries to clear it away from Brown. Brown still with it, and then eventually taken down, and a free kick for Anderson.
That call met with mixed reviews from the crowd out here tonight at Fox Stadium.
Yeah, Anderson fans certainly agree with it. Franklin fans will disagree. Look pretty clear of the foul for me.
Yeah, quite the tie-up there.
Yeah, Hamilton commits the offense, and it'll be a free kick. Dangerous area, you could say. It's kind of on the edge of that realm on this 19-yard line of the football field.
Yeah, inside the 20 there, it's kind of where you start thinking this is a shot opportunity.
Yeah, Hannah Thompson will be the one to take it. As people to run onto it, she'll take a shot towards the back post, but that one has too much over it and out of play for a goal kick.
And once again, it's good. Needed her to come kick field goals for us.
Substitute for Franklin as Macy Stuck will come off for Georgia Long on this right-hand side with 18 minutes to play. Both teams still trying to capture the win in this crucial Heartland Conference matchup. Franklin currently the 5 seed with 12 points in the standings. Anderson the 6 seed with 9. A win here for Anderson ties them up, puts them in a 3-way tie with Hanover, Franklin, and themselves if they win. Franklin will take the lead with a win over Anderson here today, over Hanover, with the final game of the season. Next Wednesday on rival territory, the Panthers. But now Brown on the right-hand side has a chance for Anderson. Trying to cut inside, leap there with her, sticking to her, and then eventually played out of play. Hanover still has their matchup to play this week versus their opponents. Hanover, I believe, plays Earlham on Saturday. So still a lot could happen in this, even with a draw here. A lot of ways this could end up.
Yeah, and despite the outcome of this game or Hanover's game against Earlham, still a huge game for both squads. Yeah, the rivalry explains itself on both campuses. Both teams don't like each other very much.
Strong disdain for the other school from Franklin and Hanover, so tensions will be high between the two teams. You know, Hanover usually one of the dominant forces for women's soccer. This year they're having a slower year. I know last year Franklin had a rough time playing Hanover. I think it was like 4-0, 3-0 matchup.
Grizzlies look to respond. Try to earn some of those bragging rights back.
So 16 minutes to play. Franklin still has a few of their subs on the field. So does Anderson. Both teams see when they try to strike back with their starters and try to create this final push. We'll see if desperation starts setting in for either one of these teams. As a bit of a diving challenge. Flag goes up for a foul committed by Franklin, so a free kick for Anderson.
Yeah, this free kick inside that 20, but shaded quite outside to the left there. Tough approach on the goal.
Yeah, good opportunity for a cross, but not really for a shot. So Franklin has everybody back except one, and a one-man wall. Everybody forward, low driven into the near post. Shot stopped by Mundy. Big save from the shot from Natalia Hay. Got a foot to it on the corner, but Mundy with the kick save and a beauty.
Yeah, great job by the senior keeper there. Almost thought that one got away from her at first. It's pretty much one-on-one with Metzger there.
A really big opportunity stopped by the senior goalkeeper Mundy, her third save of the night.
That's got to bring some momentum to your squad, and so try to make a push here.
Runs into the box, trying to keep it away. That one just running on a play by Roberts, and it's a goal kick for Anderson. That was a one-on-one chance with Mundy, and just like a hockey goalie, sticks the foot out and just makes a save with a kick.
Yeah, big hold your breath moment there, just seeing who that ball finds the back of the net.
Could easily have been the winner that Anderson was looking for. Mundy there to match. That one played long. Mundy will easily field that one much easier.
Yeah, less of a nail biter there for her.
So we're under 13:45 to play. Anticipation builds for our opening goal. Both sides trying to create an attack. Anderson probably had the best chance of the game on that free kick there.
Yeah, and I bet both Coach Myrie and Jackson starting to think about putting those starters back in here.
And we have a stop of the clock as a midfielder, but that's Pridemore, took hit in the face somewhere on the goal kick.
It looks like she's grabbing that nose as we have the referee step in front of our view here.
Yeah. With 13:19 exactly on the clock, stops for the injury. Looks like she'll have to come off.
Possible bloody nose.
Yeah. It looks like that could be for Pridemore. Hope she's all right. As Armani Kincaid comes back on for Franklin. Get us started with a drop ball. Kincaid plays it up top for, I believe that's Matthews now on the left-hand side. And then Claybrook stepping up, makes a tackle for Franklin. And then Bixler's long ball claimed by Myers.
Had no one there to push an attack on that long ball.
Anderson with it on the far right-hand side. Stepping up there is Moses to win it back for Franklin. Now out wide. Not enough pace on that pass for Fannin to intercept. And now Anderson going forward. Claybrook can't get the stop. With space is Hurst. And then out into the box. Coming at it is Brown, but Mundy there to match it. And brave goalkeeping from McKenna Mundy.
Mundy once again, man, stepping up and taking a shot, too, at the same time. Excellent play by her tonight, really making an argument for an MVP of this game.
Yep. Definitely should be on. Not quite aware of other goalkeeper stats with this claim, but might be goalkeeper of the season in the ACAC. There could be other stats that I don't know of. Definitely biased.
Maybe just a little bit.
So 11:45, fans starting to get into it now. Every moment a bit more intense than the last. And which team can get the breakthrough goal to be our winner here? Wren's trying to put pressure there on Roberts, and Roberts able to get it away for Brown. Moses out wide, finds Matthews. Matthews with some options. Tries to play out wide for Wren's, but Wren's unable to get there and ran out of play. Substitutions for both sides as Franklin and Anderson make a change. I believe Macy Stuck, the starter on the right-hand side, will be coming on for Franklin.
Yeah, that's Lily Casey subbing in for.
I believe that's Hannah Thompson coming off. Interesting substitution there. Casey came off. Thompson hasn't came off all game. Maybe just too tired of legs for her to finish out. Still plenty of time to come back on, though. Claybrook will calmly play it back for the keeper Mundy, who will boom it long. Now Brown with it. Lays it back for Fannin. Now out wide, finds Hay. Stepping in for a tackle is Stuck, but Fannin picks up possession. Tries to play it around one, too much on that, and then it's cleared away by Claybrook.
Yeah, nice clear by Claybrook. Able to give this back line some breathing room for the Grizzlies.
Kincaid steps in the midfield, makes a tackle. That's a big hit there in the midfield. Down goes, I believe that's Tamalo, and that'll stop our clock as we have an injured player. We'll step aside for this one. We'll be back in just a moment.
It wasn't much contact. It was just the way she was in the air.
Yeah, she fell hard. It didn't like she got ran into it. She fell.
That turf is so hard, bro.
Yeah. It gives football players concussion with helmets on.
Yeah. Good job stepping aside because
Yeah, I don't want to talk through that.
that's gonna be like, oh.
So Paige Tamalo able to rise to her feet under her own power and get off the field there. Good to see after that tough hit with the turf.
Yeah, Tamala took quite a hit there and off that hard Franklin turf. Good to see her get up and walk off the field.
That brings Hannah Thompson back on the field for Anderson. And now Stuck gets in there on Fannin, makes a tackle, keep it in play. Trips under her own power, clean. No foul there. Unfortunate break for Franklin as Anderson tries to go forward. This game might pick up a little bit of pace here as both teams try to chase our winner with just 10 minutes to play here in Fott Stadium. Fannin will try to play it in towards the center. Bixler able to step up, unable to clear it. Stuck is there. We'll play it up top for Lovett, but back there is Foster, who's been there all night for Anderson.
Oh.
And that is a foul there on Caroline Hill. Took out the Franklin defender.
I think that was Lauren Brown. Threw a little bit of an elbow in there.
Franklin with a free kick deep in their own territory. Baker makes an interception in the midfield. Kincaid will just play it back for the back line. Got plenty of space for Hamilton, and then pass picked off on the far side by Caroline Hill. Under 9 to play as a stoppage of clock for our substitutes. As the new rule this year, under 15 minutes to play in a tied game, clock stops on every change. Under 10 minutes, I believe, actually.
That's Lauren Brown subbing out for Emily Metzger.
See if that stays for the end of the match. Lauren Brown off, their leading goal scorer. Hasn't been able to do much tonight. That one will just be ran out of play. A goal kick for Franklin.
Both sides seeming to pick up the tempo a little bit here. So we're under 10 minutes.
8.5 to be exact. Both teams, the anxiety builds. No one want to make a mistake, but everybody wants to be the hero.
Yeah, critical moments here. You want to put your most experienced players in.
And then a foul there. Thompson on the jockeying for position. Too much physical there. A free kick for Franklin.
Couple little mistakes for both squads. No one trying to give an edge here.
Claybrook on the free kick again, trying to go long over the top for potential attacker to chase onto. Lovett was there to chase it down, but Adrian Wires the first one to it. Given away in the midfield by Bixler. Long ball over the top. Chased on it is Hurst. Hurst on the left-hand side of the box. Hamilton gets back. Cross into the middle. Shot taken off the crossbar and over. Huge miss there. I believe that's Caroline Hill on the back post. Came in late. Couldn't put it on target.
And you can see from up here in the box, Mundy talking to her defense, letting them know that here, under 10, that's not acceptable.
Well, that pass given away. Taken away from Hay. Now Franklin is trying to keep possession, trying to build an attack. It's been a problem all night. Lovett will just have to take that away, out of play. 6:40 to play. Off the crossbar and over for Caroline Hill. Shouts for handball.
They're going to let this one play out.
Nothing given there by the referee. Couldn't see it on Baker. That one off of Franklin, and crowd now really get into it on these calls by the referee. Everything wants to be in their favor. Bixler steps up, makes a big challenge. Makes another one for Franklin. Now they can go forward. Bixler tries to play it out wide for Norris, but intercepted.
Hill's got some space on that far side of the pitch here.
Trying to utilize it. Clearance deflected and out of play. Franklin keeps it. 5:50 to play. But we have a dramatic end to our game here.
Yeah, Anderson stringing together some great offensive drives down the pitch. Not able to connect with one yet.
That one. Try to play long, just too much on it. Mundy will easily grab that.
Mundy does a nice job sticking to the fundamentals there. Not wanting that one to escape between her legs. Find the back of the net.
A mistake there. Finds Lovett with some space at the top of the box. Lovett trying to go forward. Big tackle. Lovett still trying to keep it on the ground. Lovett will get a shot off, but not enough power behind it as Wires is all over that one.
And as crowded as that one might have been, that might have been her most open shot of the night so far.
Yeah, this Anderson backline has been smothering over the Franklin attackers, and Lovett had 3 ladies on her trying to stop that shot and somehow got it through. Franklin still with possession here. Kincaid trying to play it up top for Baker. Able to do so and taken away by the Ravens. 4.5 minutes remain. Both teams chasing our winning goal. Stuck wins it back for Franklin. Looking for options, just trying to keep it away from, I believe that's Hurst. It's out of play. Anderson with a throw in. Baker wins the header. Bixler will clear. That pass can't find his target of Norris. Now Anderson with some numbers, trying to play Hill. Moses there to deflect it away.
Yeah, and steps up with a big clear there. Lets this Grizzly defense catch their breath a little bit.
Anderson has been on the attack most of the game. Franklin does have the more shots, 10 shots to just 8. But 4 on target for Anderson, 2 on target for Franklin. Can either team find one more shot here in our final 3.5 minutes? Stuck trying to track back, make the interception from Brown, but Brown keeps it. So that's Hurst on the far side with it. Hurst turns back, plays it off for Fannin. Fannin looking for some options, finds Thompson, and Thompson loses it. Kincaid will head it forward. Kincaid still with it, plays Lovett, and Lovett has some space to run. Fannin, only girl back to stop her. Lovett one-on-one with Fannin, still fighting with it. Lovett trying to get a shot off. Fannin clears it out for a corner kick. Great defensive effort from Rebecca Fannin, the junior from Westerville, Ohio, makes the trek back to stop Sydney Lovett. Concedes a corner, and then you hear a fan yell, looking for Claybrook. Baker will take it here in the far right-hand corner.
Yeah, quite the effort by Fannin, trying to keep her team alive here.
Into the middle. Claybrook gets a head onto it, gets a shot off, saved by Wires. Claybrook got it on target that time, but Wires was to it, but it's pushed out for another corner for Franklin. 2 minutes on the clock.
Both teams here squaring up and exchanging blows. One trying to find the back of the net here late.
Can Franklin set up another corner? Shot on goal. Maybe this time try to go off something different. They've gone to Claybrook most times. Baker into the box, this time low, near post. Wires gets a hand to it, bobbles, and then covers it up.
That ball lucky enough to stay right underneath Wires there. Able to field that one.
Wires just trying to send Anderson on the attack. Bixler, unfortunate touch, and now Anderson getting some numbers through, but Moses steps up. Over the top. Claybrook can't hold off the attack. Now Hurst on the left side. Anderson now trying to drive forward for a final attempt. Diving attempt there from Hamilton. Keeps it alive. Another attempt, another clean tackle, and a throw in for Anderson as we hit the 1 minute mark. Fannin to throw it in. Both teams chasing a last second goal into the air. Hamilton fighting with it, trying to keep it away from Hurst. Hamilton will just play it out for another throw in as we hit 45 seconds.
Wow, these defenses tonight.
Both playing their heart out, trying to keep the score even, as Moses will run that out, and we have 30 seconds counting down. Might just be like a basketball game. Who can get the shot off before the buzzer?
Coming down to the wire here.
A stoppage of the clock as Franklin will make a substitute.
Very late substitute.
Late sub, but it stops the clock and maybe lets them set up more.
Yeah, lets you talk it over a little bit. Smart move there by Coach Jackson.
Looks like it's Pridemore coming back on. She came off with a little bit of injury earlier. So can Franklin get an attempt down the left-hand side for Stuck? Stuck will just play it out for 15 seconds on the clock. It's still running. Doesn't look like either team will get a chance. 8 and counting down. That
Last
should
opportunity here.
do it here unless a miracle happens.
Barring this shot.
That one just well wide. And so we'll end scoreless and a 0-0 draw here.
Yeah, not the exact outcome you were looking for either side, but I think a very well-fought battle, very heavily defensive, and good tie for both squads, both not wanting to give an inch.
Yeah. I mean, near misses from both teams. Claybrook at the very end there got a header on target. It's just saved at the last moment by Wires, and then that cross into the middle from Anderson that tried to have
Off the top
Hill.
of the post. Wow, it was
off the crossbar. When you had your chances, just neither team took them.
Yeah, and then you got to give credit to your defenses again. I mean, these are two defensive squads that maybe if they had more offensive production could be higher ranked in the Heartland seeding.
All 4 backline defenders for Franklin played all 90 minutes. Same with Anderson, so a full shift for both teams. See them get the 0-0 draw. Points will be shared apiece. And that sets up an interesting final day for Franklin out at Hanover.
Yeah, we'll see how the ladies do on their last road test of the season. Hopefully to pick up a big road win against their longtime rival in Hanover.
Yeah, and when a win there, that could see them get home field advantage for a conference game here. So we could be back on Grizzly V one more time. We'll see. But if that is the last soccer game of the season for the women's here at home, thank you all for watching our broadcast here from Fott Stadium. I was your host, Ryan Gage. Alongside me was Chet Sproles, and we'll see you all next time.
Very nice. 4 minutes.
That was fun. I wish there was a goal. I really wish Clay was.
Dude, I can't wait for basketball season.
Dude, me too. I think we're getting better.
And I mean, I don't commentate a lot of soccer, so.
Yeah, but we did pretty. I feel like our banter was better this time.
Oh, good. I wanted to add Cheeky in there one time. I just couldn't find a place.
I wanted Claiborne to score that so bad. I had the perfect call on our last game out.